Hi everyone, my name is Héctor Loya and this is English 6 and today I'm going to talk to you about EPE. So the first question is, what is EPE and why it's important? EPE stands for International Political Economy, which is very important in the study of international relations in the way that is the basis in which every country builds its development as a society. Second question. Give the core arguments made by the three main theories of EPE: mercantilism, economic liberalism, and Marxism. Which theory, if any, is the best one, and why? Well, mercantilism, it says that economy is subordinated to politics. Economic activity is seen in the largest context of increasing state power. The national interest rules over the marketplace. Wealth and power are complementary, not competing the goals, but excessive economy depends on other states should be avoided. When economy and security interests clash, security interests have priority. The second one, the economic liberal argue that the market economy is an autonomous sphere of society operating according to its own economic laws. Economic exchange is a positive sum game, and the market will tend to maximize benefits of individuals, households, and companies. The economy is a sphere of cooperation for mutual benefit among states as well as among individuals. Meanwhile, the Marxist approach, the economy is a size of exploitation and inequality between social classes. Politics is to a large extent determined by socioeconomic context. Uh, the dominant economic class is also dominant politically. The EPE concerns the history of global capitalism, expansion, and the struggles between classes and states to which it has given rise. Capitalism development is uneven and bound to produce new crises and contradictions both between states and between social classes. Addressing the question that which one is best, I believe we should take into consideration the three uh, theories because we need to understand the three theories in order to give a positive approach according to the study of EPE. Uh, the next question is politics in control of economics. Says mercantilism. Economics is the basis for everything else, including politics. Says Marxists. How should we settle this dispute? Um, I believe these two terms are related in a way that you cannot have one without the other. Politics around the world are defined in order to gain or maintain economic power, and the economy also sets new ways to implement policies. Next question. Economic liberals argue that economic exchange is a positive sum game. In the Marxist approach, the economy is a side of exploitation and equality. Who is the correct? Uh, I do believe the statements, both of the statements are correct in a way. The positive sum way, which declares that all the parties involved in the economic exchange are somehow capable of involved in a win-win situation due to the cooperation between countries or nations or even states. Uh, Meanwhile, the point of view of Karl Marx is also acceptable to me, as he discusses the inequality between the bourgeois class, in which owns the production, and the proletarian class, which owns the labor, which is required to keep economics rolling all around the world. We have seen these differences between classes, especially in our country. So I believe those approaches are acceptable in a way. Next question, it says, do security interests always have priority over economic matters, as mercantilism claimed? Uh, yeah, I do believe security-related interests are the top priority in societies. If you can secure security interest over everything else, then you can develop other fields such as economy and politics, for example. Compare Waltz and Wallerstein, who has the better theory. Uh, First, let's start with the similarities for these two scientists. Well, the similarities both focus on the system rather than on single units or countries. What happens to countries very much depends on their position in the system that they are occupying. The differences Waltz focuses on relative political military power in a condition of anarchy. Meanwhile, one stays focused on the first, foremost economic power and capability, which is the connected with political power. Uh, Now, Waltz analyzes the international balances of power in the 20th century, putting power politics first and economics second. Uh, Meanwhile, Wallerstein analyzes the historical development of capitalism for the 16th century onwards, putting economics first and politics second. Answering to the question about which one has the better theory, I believe that they are very similar, but I need to point out one thing because I am a believer that economic powers is the number one priority over uh, pretty much everything else. And that's it. Thank you for your attention.